the button mic.
So like this. Over here.
That's a good focus, yes.
Okay.
So I'll be here. Yeah.
Make sure voice is loud.
Yeah. You just give me the button mic.
The mic will help you only on my cell phone.
Okay.
But for that,
You need to be having the mic.
yes,
Because I don't need.
this one is also for that, so the microphone will catch. Okay. But you can as well if you mind. It's magnetic.
No, it's cold.
You think you should adjust?
No. That will be better,
Okay.
right? Because I'll be often going there, so don't worry about that. I'll be often going there because I need to interact.
Okay. Should you put it farther?
Yeah.
Here? Enough?
That's good. Yeah, that's good. So, do we start?
Yes.
All right. I'm not used to mics because I do workshops, day-long workshops. Do I need? Okay. So this is the last session of the two-day program. Last sessions are always a bit difficult because you're all tired. You're waiting the cultural program, etc. And tomorrow's Ayutthaya trip. So I would like to make it. Let it be. I don't need it. That's good. So I would try to make it as interactive as possible. Let me just tell you, I'm a very lazy resource person. Okay, I will work less and make you work more. That is the whole idea. Okay. So first of all, I'll start with a. See, I don't have any PowerPoint because I work on whiteboards. I'm a bit old school. So this is your PowerPoint. Whatever points you'll be making, we'll be writing them over here. Okay. First of all, I would like to start by asking you, what do you mean by harmony? What do you mean by harmony? What comes to your mind, first of all?
Working together, being together,
Working together.
being
United, maintaining balance,
singing,
Singing. Okay.
musical instrument, harmony, musical instrument,
understanding. We play with trust and cooperation. In the society. Agreement.
Agreement. Then
staying united,
United, staying united. Okay. This is funded by the United Church of Canada also, so harmony. And
Live with trust and cooperation
trust,
and cooperation.
Coexistence.
coexistence, and
Cohesion.
cohesion. And
Mutual understanding.
huh?
Mutual understanding.
Understanding is there.
Mutual.
Mutual, okay. And
Peace.
peace, very good. Then
Love for each other.
love, very important.
Safety.
Huh?
Safety, security.
Security, safety, security.
Yes.
Very good. Empathy. Oh. You are all doing my job. I don't need to do anything. And now I'm angry with ARF because they have given me such a small board.
You can hold it.
Oh, that's good.
Acceptance.
Acceptance.
Understanding.
Understanding is there. So more or less the board, see, you have all filled up the board.
Respect.
Respect, very important.
Mutual respect.
Mutual respect. Good.
Appreciation of one another.
Appreciation. Okay. So, do you find any negative word out here?
No.
So harmony is something very positive, right? We all need harmony. Yet, why is it that we all are acting in such ways that these positive things are not so much in our lives? Why are we needing it so much? Because we are working in such a way that these things are getting less and less in our lives. Why do you think so? Why is this happening?
You focus so much on I. We focus so much on I, not we. We focus on more on I.
Okay.
I.
Anything else? May I wrap this off?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm focusing more on, as sister said, I, right? Too much of focus on I leads to, right? Too much of focus leads to, and if we focus on we,
Yeah.
all right? This is what we need. Okay? So from I to we, okay? How many done? Workshop complete. Right? Now you can go for cultural program. Very happy? Okay. So let's draw a picture of this I, this person. Who is this person? Let's construct a picture. This is I. Tell me, can you survive on your own?
No. No.
What do you need?
Coordination. Cooperation. Assistance.
What are the basic things you need? Coordination, cooperation,
Shelter. Oxygen.
food,
Oxygen.
shelter,
Water. Health.
Healthcare.
Care.
water,
Education.
education, nutrition, food, more or less, health, internet,
Job. Cleaning hot now too. Electricity.
job, electricity. Okay. Again, the boat is too small. Here it has to give me bigger boats. Good environment. Okay. Partner. This is important.
Where we
Huh? Okay, I'll talk to you later. Okay? You're not alone. So, tell me, we more or less come from third world countries. Okay? Have you seen wandering lunatics on the road? Homeless people?
Yes.
Many of you are working with homeless people. Do they have this?
No.
Do they have
No.
Have you seen wandering lunatics?
Yes.
Do they have internet?
No.
Do they have shelter?
No.
Do they have electricity?
No.
Are they dead?
No. Let's start.
Now tell me, do you need that to be alive?
Not really.
You see, we have to think differently, right? We take things for granted. That this is basic. How can I survive without this? How can I survive without WhatsApp, Facebook, Messenger? How can I survive? But people are surviving, right? Yesterday, Theo talked about resilience. People are surviving. And we are working with such population. But are we mentally connected with them? Because if we are mentally connected, we'll just think of basic. This. Not even shelter. Wandering lunatics lie on the road. Maybe a dog is lying beside. They are alive. So we can be alive. Okay? When you talk about resilience, we can bounce back from that position also. Resilience is basically bouncing back. Right? How long can you survive without food?
7 days.
7 days.
Yes.
Without water?
3 days.
3 days. Without oxygen? I once did 180 seconds, 3 minutes. After that, everything became blue. You know, there are divers who go underwater for 24 minutes because they have huge lung capacity. That means they are trained. You are also trained in certain things, right? So people can survive. Okay, I take 2 minutes. Is there anything without which you cannot survive a single moment? Huh?
Like something that you cannot survive within
Without it, even a single moment, you cannot survive.
in the air.
Heartbeat. Okay. Heartbeat. And so what does the heartbeat maintain? What does that maintain? Oxygen supply to the brain. Basically, what we need is balance. Because the balance goes, brothers talked about balance in harmony. If the balance goes, you will immediately, if I just slap with both hands on your ears, because there is the center of balance, you will immediately die. That's one way to neutralize a person. Okay? And this balance, you have to understand, is the core of everything that is running the entire universe. You have to understand that we are on a very blessed place. That's Mother Earth. If it goes a little closer to the sun, what will happen? Will scorch to death. Right? If it goes towards Mars, if it goes further away from the sun, will freeze to death. Right? You cannot hear, right? But I was talking because there is a certain range within which you can hear. Now that I am talking, how you feel?
Oh my God.
This is the only time I use the mic. It was not balanced, right?
Yeah.
It was too loud. Before that, it was too low. It was infrasonic, right?
Yeah.
It was infrasonic. The next one was going towards ultrasonic. Have you seen elephants with their trunks like this? Entire herds of elephants standing like this. They're communicating with a herd miles away. We can't hear, but they're communicating. So everything needs a balance. Okay? Now that I've spoken a lot, can you tell me what are the things you need to have a balanced life? All these. Okay?
Money.
Similarly, just as this, so we always interact with the environment, right? And it's a two-way process. Does the environment mold you?
Yes.
Do you get influenced by the environment?
Yes.
Can you give an example?
For example,
Yes.
Actually, we are surrounded by the environments
Mm.
like air, trees, everything, and total ecosystem.
Mm.
So if there is anything falls,
Mm.
like there is a activity to it, and it's difficult for us to survive to balance.
Mm. So we get influenced by the environment. Okay. Yes.
Yes, we are greatly influenced by the environment, and there are two theories. One is of Darwin, and another is the remark. Darwin says survival of the fittest. There is also protected environment, and more importantly, remark says if we have here studied this story of this giraffe who had long neck and short neck. The two people they came up with a different. And one is saying it was theory of use and disuse by the remark. So it was totally based on the environment. And there is a two-way action. For example, the plants they give us oxygen, and we, as we can say, social animals, they return back to carbon dioxide. So it's a two-way action. So we are dependent. Even the Homo sapiens, one species is there, but we can see the person from America, the person from the Asia, the person from China, the person from the we can say Africa, the person from Australia. Even within the country, we can have this diversity that is based on the environment.
So we get influenced by the environment. Do we influence the environment?
Yes.
What way?
Many ways.
Like
Climate change.
hmm?
Climate change.
Climate change. So this is just as brother said, there is only one species who has the power to damage the environment. Dogs and cats or any other species in the animal kingdom or the plants cannot damage the environment. Okay, they can change, they can mold their own environment, but damaging the environment cannot be done by any other species other than human beings. So we have the power. What we do with the power is very important. You see, because why mental health becomes very important, Human beings have a predisposition to self-destruct. When we get a power, the first thing is we use it in a negative way. When we got atomic energy, the first thing we built was a bomb. After that, we thought of using it for lighting houses, electricity. Okay? Even a child, if you give him a dictionary, he'll first look at the bad words. That always happens because we have this predisposition, and there are psychological theories for that. For the time being, just focus that this individual is dependent on environment. Now tell me, what constitutes your environment? What is there in your environment? You see.
The environment consists of the two parts, one the biotic, another the abiotic. In the living beings, including the plants, the rest of the, we can say, organisms, and the abiotic, we can have the air, we can have the water, and all the it is physical, bacteria, the sunlight, like that.
Great. Thank you. So what brother said, biology and abiology constitutes our physical environment, right? That constitutes our air, water, etc. That is the physical. Is there anything else we interact with?
Spiritual.
Do you interact with, at this moment, are you interacting with me?
Yes.
Okay. Going outside or on phone, you're interacting with whom?
Society.
Family. Then, who else do you interact with? Friends, office, then
Children.
Allah.
okay, and
Partner.
partner,
Nature.
huh?
Nature.
Nature is coming in physical environment. We talked about. Okay, so this is the physical environment.
We talk the pets,
Huh?
pets,
Pets. That is also in the physical environment. Biologic environment. Yeah. So that is what we are giving in the physical. This comes under your social environment, right? This will be under the social environment. This is spiritual. Is there anything else you interact with? 24 hours.
Mental.
Huh?
How is that? Is it mental? Mental.
With whom do you interact with?
Myself.
Myself. Yeah.
24/7 with myself,
Yeah.
right? Now, if someone asks me, this is the psychological environment. Sir, how am I interacting when I'm asleep? Even in your sleep, you're interacting because we have our dreams. Our unfulfilled desires, our unfulfilled dreams are coming in our dreams. Okay? 24/7. Now tell me, in these things, can you change your physical environment? Oh, I'm not liking this answer, Shankar.
No. Yeah, you can change.
Fully, can you fully change it?
No.
I kick out the sun.
No. I can make it sure.
You can make a shelter, so partially. I can put on an AC. If I'm feeling too hot, I can put on the AC. Partially, but the sun is outside. Okay? Can I change the birds and trees? Fully. Okay? Can I change in the social environment? Can I change my family? I don't like my dad. Going on.
We can play with the children, but of course, apparently we want to, we can take the idea, but not
Fully. Not fully. Okay. You can't change your parents fully. You can't change, can you change your partner fully? No. You can replace, but not change. You can replace your partner, but you can't change. Yeah, partially you can change, right? Even your friends, even friends I can replace, but not fully change. Can I change God? So, is there anything on the board that I have full control on? That is where, very good. You see, this session is very organic. What other participants are saying is exactly what I was trying to say after this. Just as you say the emotion control, that is a life skill. Okay? That is life skill number 3. Okay, now let's go to the life skills then. We can go. Because whatever you say, I'll reflect on the board. It will be as simple as that. Okay? Before that, so this is the only entity on which I have the maximum control. Even if I say even if I don't say full control, because I don't have full control on my body. Okay, even if I want to, I can't run like Usain Bolt, or I can't dance like Michael Jackson. Okay, but I have maximum control on myself. Psychological. Yeah, physical is given. That's the part we are. But still, also we can work on our bodies. Okay. So this is all we can work on. Other than, of course, communication, etc. I don't have my phone with me. Just tell me how long it is there. Okay. So now, this is what we work on in our mental health workshops. Okay. And how to maintain harmony. Let's draw this picture again. I'll try to make it relevant for all of you. Tell me biologically, what are we made of?
Cells.
Group of cells make what? Group of tissues make? And a group of organs make myself. Group of organs make myself. Group of individuals living under one roof, usually under one roof. What are they called? Group of families living in an area? Community. Group of communities living in a place? Village. Town. City. Group of villages is visible to everyone? District. Group of districts, or districts or provinces, definitely. State.
And nations. Some of them
That is again a community. Group of nations? League of Nations, like NATO, ASEAN, SARC, okay?
But not so natural.
And they make the UNO, right? And this can go on. You can say a group of planets make a stellar system. Group of stellar systems make a galaxy. Okay? Group of galaxies make a cluster of galaxy. And here also, you can go to the subcellular particles, right to the atom and electron. This is called the system surrounding. You see, this is a system in a surrounding of organs. An individual is a system in a surrounding called family. Okay? A cell is a system in a surrounding of tissues. It operates in a surrounding. Okay? This is the system surrounding approach. Disharmony can happen in any entity, right? When disharmony happens in cells, tissues, organs, what do? I have a stomach ache. What do? If there is more disharmony, someone's hand broke, where did he go? Where did she go? The child? Doctor. Okay? So, when we have disharmony over here, we go to doctors, medical facilities, right? When there is disharmony in community, village, town, province, district, who handles? Judiciary, police,
Community leaders.
okay, elected leaders, right? Disharmony between nations, UNO can, or
ICC.
they fight. They fight if there is disharmony. I'm not saying good or bad.
They make this harmony.
They make disharmony.
Yeah, they don't.
They try to settle. They try to settle this way, right? Okay. We maintain armies for peace. They say UN peacekeeping force. I mean, that is such a oxymoron. An army of peace. Okay, we have come to that level of disharmony that we need an army for peace. You see, that's why we have to write this. There's an army for peace, maintained by UNO to settle disputes. So in this entire board, have I covered all the items? Look very carefully. Look very carefully. Have I covered all the items? Okay, I'll give you a hint. Is there anything that is not underlined? And
Police, judiciary, elected leaders.
for all the other entities, we have established, registered, like we have registered medical practitioners, doctors. Okay? We have judiciary, which are established bodies. But generally, within family disputes are resolved by family seniors. Right? There is no established body other than if it's a legal problem. Okay? Even family can have certain established bodies, that's the seniors, etc. where will this person go? Where will this person go? Because the problem of if hmm? I'm having a problem with myself. I'm having a problem with my friend. Do I go to the police?
Mental health.
Religious leaders.
Religious leaders.
I go for.
I am an atheist. Who do I go to? Hmm? I handle it myself, right? Is there any quality control on the handling?
Depend on the situation. Sometimes we can handle it by ourselves.
Okay.
Or sometimes depend on the situation. Who should, for example, when with friends a problem, then we can speak, discuss and then talk openly. But depend on the situation and the case and what should we do. But depend on you, how will you handle it and then talk openly or when you step back or how will you.
Okay. Would you like to do a role play? I need 2 volunteers. A small play. Any 2 volunteers, please come. I'll tell you what to do. Just come, 2 of you. Come, you come. Come, 2 of you. Please give us some time. I'll explain to them. Okay? Please. Yeah, you come.
You also part of this community.
Come. I'll introduce. Okay. Both the mics are working. Yeah. I'll give you the situation. I'll give you the, okay, you to come here because there is live going on. You'll be in camera. Okay. Okay. Lau and Nie are working in an office. Okay. They have a project deadline. They have to submit a project after 1 month. Okay. She is sick and she hasn't come to the office for 1 week. Okay. And Lau has come to visit her in her house. Okay. You take up from there. Start.
Okay, can you sit here?
Yeah.
This is your house.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Look, look, look. Who's there? It's me now. Okay, why are you here? Hey, where have you been? I was so
busy and I need your help. I was looking for you and waiting for you the whole week. Why don't you come to office?
Sorry, I'm just so sick.
Then why don't you go to the doctor?
I'm taking medicine though, I'm just really sick.
But you have been sick for the whole week. I think we can't wait it anymore. You need to finish this project by the end of this week. I need your
Sorry,
help.
I'm sick.
But
It's
you,
okay.
you
we
can
do
go
it
to
on
the
time.
doctor and you can recover
No,
fast.
I'm taking medicine.
No, it's not good. Medicine taking your own is not
Please,
recover
I'm
enough.
taking medicine.
You need to
Don't
go
worry.
to the doctor. Come with me. I will see the doctor together with you. Are you afraid of the doctor?
No,
But I need your help. Come on.
I'm just sick. I'm really sick.
Okay. Round of applause.
They deserve Oscar.
Oscar. Okay. You'll get your Oscars in the cultural program. Okay.
Thank you.
Who is sick?
Yeah.
Who is to be taken to the doctor? Huh? Someone is sick and who is to be taken? Who has more problems? Loud. So we have a situation where someone is sick has less problems, and someone is not sick is having more problems. This is what the group is saying. I am not saying. You decide. Who is to be taken to the doctor? Who has more problems? So the community is taking the person with less problem to the doctor. What kind of community is this? Automatically there is disharmony. I have proved that this community has disharmony. After 2 days of Dada, your works is finished. No use. After 2 days, what we find is they are taking the less problematic person to the doctor. Where will now go?
But the problem is depends on, like who has physical
Mhm.
health issues, someone has official that mental issues.
What is more important than health?
Depends. Problem is different.
Problem is different. Very good. For our physical problems, do you go to doctors? Do you go to doctors if you fall sick? Hmm? Yes.
Normally, we are very close friends. So I think he's here in this work that normally every visit, even the job, I was say that 60 more important than the other day. Even when she was sick, so I would say she always reminded me, go get your job. Go to the hospital and then check your separately. First, this is the first priority. But my opinion to the work already behind the having more important as a well-being for me. So I would say that the 6% is more important. When I look into the reality, that would be important.
Okay. Very important. So we all fall sick, right? Have you gone to the doctor?
Yes.
Not every time, but when needed. Do you have problems similar to love? I can't sleep properly, I can't eat properly because deadline and all that.
Yes.
Anxiety is there. Have you gone to a psychologist? How many of you? How many? Raise your hands. 1, 2, out of 28 or 30. With your emotional problems, have you gone to a psychologist? 2 out of 30.
We share. Usually, we used to share with the partner.
Partner.
She's the best psychologist.
Others, do you have partners as psychologists?
Yes,
So you see, regarding this, there is no quality control. Brother can have a very good partner as a psychologist, but someone else might not have.
But we observe sometimes, depending on the situation, someone try to keep this as a taking the positive coping mechanism or negative coping mechanism. For example, going to the psychologist, sharing with their best friend, wife, partner. This is positive coping mechanism. And someone cope up with negative, like smoking, taking drugs, alcohol. Someone maintaining this.
Hmm. Yeah. So there is no quality control, right?
Yeah.
That is where this needs to be even more important. Okay. That's why today I'm wearing this T-shirt because this is from a family therapy conference where we talked about families, but there are established norms, but here there is no norm. Like yesterday, a child got injured, right? He was taken to the doctor. The treatment that will be done in Thailand will be similar to a treatment done in India or Myanmar because the body is the same. From the tip of the hair to the tip of the toe, the human body is the same. Two eyes, two hands, one nose, 2 ears. There can be gender variation, there can be age variation, and there can be medical history kind of variation or some sort of demographic variations. Okay, but the minds are totally different. Yes.
Yes. For me, you asked that how many have gone to the psychologist. So, how I can go with a psychologist, being a family man, a person who does not have a partner or a parent, for example, that's one. I am a firm believer in the God. A person who is not believing in the God. So, means that is contradictory to psychology. Instead, I can directly approach the creator, God. And there is a great, we can say, psychological treatment in every religion that we should be patient, we should be having kindness, forgiveness. So these are the therapies. They can correct the person, they can give some, we can say, relaxation, they can give us remedial relief from the anxiety or we can say other problems. So that is also there. Spiritually, we should be strong.
Absolutely. But how many do it? How many do it? Because if you have stomach ache, which is unbearable, you will run to the doctor. Okay. But if I have deep problems, Malik Saab can choose to go to a spiritual path, someone else might not. So there is no quality control. Okay. Because now this is a very interesting confluence where spirituality and psychology can come in hand. Okay. So this thing is very clear that these two are the least addressed areas where we need maximum intervention. We have UN charters for all these things. We have huge medical conferences, everything for this part, but nothing for this. Very little. I'm not saying nothing. Very little, and it is not even organized. I can give you a very clear example. Do you know the difference between psychologists and psychiatrists? Okay, we know, right? More or less we know. Okay. So we and psychiatrists and neurologists. Okay. So people readily go to a neurologist. Okay. But how many of us can go to a psychiatrist? What does a neurologist do? Any idea? Anyone? Surgery. Medical treatment of which part? Brain and nervous system. What does a psychiatrist do? Which part of the body? Where does the mind stay? So the same body part, but we are not going there. Why?
Providing medicine
Psychiatrists provide medicine.
Psychologist.
Psychologist will not provide medicine. Psychiatrist is a doctor. Okay. Like, I can give you, okay, let's take a little light. What is the symbol of Valentine's Day? Heart. First one to answer. Okay. Symbol of Valentine's Day is heart. Why? Why? Huh? Huh? For the partner. Why is the heart? Why not stomach? Symbol of Valentine's Day can be stomach. Yes. Why heart?
Include relationship, emotion,
Emotions in the heart.
family, and
Lonely, sadness, careless.
All in the heart. Well, if my partner cooks better, it will be more connected for me. Stomach. Because there is a term called heart throb, right? The heart throbs when you see your partner. Heart throb. So when the partner is coming, your heart is throbbing, right?
yes,
Right?
not anymore.
Okay. So for Madam, when Niklas comes, heart throbs. Yeah. If a tiger comes, will your heart throb? If a tiger comes, will your heart throb? Even more? Your heart will throb even more? So tiger is a better partner of yours? Why?
In fact, there are hormones, they are called as stress hormones, and there is an adrenaline gland which are just around the kidney. And these glands, they produce two types of hormones, that is adrenaline, not adrenaline, epinephrine or not epinephrine.
Absolutely.
And for example, we are in the forest, and we face two situations. You know, a lion is coming, and we will have two pull-ups. Either we will fight, or we will flight,
Right.
or run. In the both cases, we need instant energy. Here, these hormones, they immediately go to pancreas, and pancreas, they will secrete, that will secrete the glucagon. There are two hormones, one is insulin, one is glucagon. And one is keeping the sugar level low, and glucagon is keeping the sugar level high. So then it will just glycogen, that is the, we can say, reservoir in our body, that will melt. And convert the glycogen into the glucose, we will have instant energy, we will be able to fight the lion, or we will be able to flee from the lion. So all the hormones are there.
Absolutely. So when I see a lion, these things happen more. So lion is a bigger partner of mine. No? What is the difference? The difference is, in one stimulus, I run towards the partner, and in the other stimulus, I run away or I fight. Right? Who makes the difference? Brain. Yes. Yeah.
Because I have sexual. I just want to continue saying that I'm thinking about situation within the refugee camp. That's not just only 8 months in the Myanmar. More than 5 people committed suicide. So I'm thinking about you are talking about that. So it's also difficult for that. We don't have any support or anything that constant in the refugee camp. So just only in the November 1 month, or more than 5 or 6 people committed suicide. Most are young people over 20. So what is how can we do with those things? And I'm thinking to do it.
Absolutely. Now you see a deep point. Because this, yeah. No.
I feel like when we see a tiger, we run away and all we need to fight back. And for a partner, it's different, even though we're heartbeat, like we're not we're in the same scenario. I think it's like your conversation with her? Because we decide whether is it an enemy or like close friends. Like if this kind of close relationship exists.
Who decides?
It's myself.
Myself means which part of me?
Brain.
So then brain should be the symbol of Valentine's Day, right? Because in one case, the emotion is fear. The other case, the emotion is love. Though, I mean, looking at my partner, I can run away also. That is also there. Now she will come and empty my pocket.
And then controlled by the brain.
Brain. Okay? So this is where the difference happens.
This example can be husband.
Husband coming, wife coming, husband running away. But the choice is made over here.
But if why running away?
I'm saying me. I'm saying me. But the choice, decision making is over here. Okay? But the felt experience is in the heart because you can feel the emotion in your heart. Because you can't feel pain in the brain. Because there are no nerve centers in the brain. There are only neurons and dendrons. So this is why this entity has to be given, I think, maximum trust. That's why I chose the last session, just to keep it in your mindset to work with these two entities, mainly this entity the most. Okay, how long do I have?
You still have 19 minutes.
19 minutes, okay, fine. So, when we are working with this, as we could see that we don't usually go to counselors, etc., right? And we face a lot of problems. Okay, what Lao's problem can easily lead to diseases and illnesses. Okay, tell me, 100 years ago, or 150 years ago, what were the primary diseases happening to human beings for which they were dying? What were the primary diseases? Can you tell me? Can I wrap this off? Okay. Diseases for which we were dying.
Polio, like,
Cholera,
diarrhea.
polio for dying.
Yeah. Not right, but
For which we were dying, I'm asking.
Like
Plague,
TV,
TB,
pox.
pox, can be both chicken and small.
COVID.
COVID 100 years ago was not there. And
War.
huh?
War.
War. No, disease. I'm not talking about diseases. AIDS 100 years ago was not there. Malaria also, right? Jaundice. Okay. Anyway, this part has been figured. What kind of disease are these? Communicable diseases, right? These are all communicable diseases. Who cause these diseases? Huh? Virus. Virus. Like virus. Bacteria. Right? And how would they spread? Air, water, etc. Right? Tell me, Nowadays, do we die of these diseases? Generally speaking, I'm not a
Yes.
generally speaking.
No, generally speaking, no.
I'm not talking about lack of healthcare. I'm not talking of malnutrition, etc. Generally speaking,
No.
do we die of these diseases?
No.
No. Why?
We have prevention of medicines.
We have meds and vax. What is the difference between medicine and vaccine?
Cure and protection.
Yes.
This is curative. This is preventive.
Yes.
Very active audience, very participatory. I don't have to do much work. So we have medicines and vaccines. Okay? That's why we have handled these diseases. But still people are dying. Okay? Of diseases. What kind of diseases? Now tell me. Cancer,
All sort of cancer.
cancer, then
Heart attack.
I think that's the, this is not vaccine.
cancer. What are the diseases?
Heart attack.
Stroke.
Yes.
It can be both cardiac, that is heart attack, or cerebral, right?
Infection.
Diabetes,
Like
AIDS, more or less we have controlled. More or less we have controlled. And BP, blood pressure, right? Hypertension, BP. Okay. What kind of disease are these?
Non-communicable disease.
Non-communicable. Very good. Non-communicable. So that means if I have TB and I go near Josh, I cough, he can get TB. Right? If I have diabetes, I go and hug him also, will he get diabetes?
No.
Non-communicable. Right? Who causes these diseases? Virus, bacteria? Huh? Diabetes, stroke, blood pressure. Which virus, which bacteria? Hmm? Is there any medicine or vaccine to cure? I'm not talking about symptom relief. There is no cure. Okay? You can just keep the symptoms under control. There is no cure. Right? This is not spread by air, water, etc. Okay, I cough and go near brother and he'll get diabetes or blood pressure. Okay? Not caused by, so there is no virus, no bacteria. Then who is causing it?
lifestyle.
You will get diabetes because of me. Myself, right?
Yes.
So, lifestyle. Someone said lifestyle. Whose life? She is my enemy. Your life. Because of you, I get diabetes. So it's my life. Whose style? My style. Not Michael Jackson's style. Right? My life, my style. No virus, no bacteria, no mosquitoes to kill. good night or whatever, nothing to be used. Okay? So who is the virus?
I think without virus also, you can happen.
I am the virus. Right? Who can be the vaccine? There is no medicine, no vaccine. That I'll give you a vaccine and never have cancer. Hmm? Nature. Nature will cure me if I have diabetes. Or so that I don't get diabetes. So virus is me. Who can be the vaccine? So I can be the virus. I can be the vaccine.
You can carry that. And spirit.
Yes. So that means the power is with you. Okay? That is where empowerment starts. First, we have to take control of our lives. Harmony starts with me. Okay? Because if I am not in balance, if I am not in harmony, I will not let you live in peace. I will create disturbance in you. Either I become a criminal or I become a terrorist. If I am hungry, I will not let you eat. I will snatch food from your plate. That is what is happening in the homeless people, etc. They will migrate to other places because they need food. This is basic, this is animal behavior. Elephants travel from one place to the other in search of food. So if I am disharmonized, you will be disharmonized. That is where we need to start. That is where mental health should be made number one priority at the core of any peace building initiative. Okay? And now I still have little time. Tell me how much? 9 minutes. Okay. No. The people are tired. Are you enjoying or are you tired? Enjoying? Tired? Enjoying but tired. Okay. So I'll just connect it with interfaith. How you just see how things get connected. And now I'll do something which I'm saying this is not against any faith or any religion, anything, but see how this thing happens. Okay? I'll just try to incorporate. Oh, he is expert. I'll try to connect it with psychology. There is a theory by Carl Spearman.
May I ask you a question? What is the difference between a psychiatrist and neurologist? Yes.
Psychiatrist works with the mind, neurologist works with the brain. Though the organ is the same, mind is the working of the brain. Thinking, what the brain does is the mind. Okay, the brain thinks, the brain has emotion, emits emotions, etc. That is where the psychiatrist works. And the problem where we don't go to a psychiatrist is, if I have a stomach problem, I can say my stomach is paining. Okay, my head is paining. Okay, or I have a leg injury, so I can pinpoint. Okay, even neurologists, oh, his brain is not working properly. But if it is the mind, it becomes as if I am problem. Okay, the whole me, the whole my identity becomes a problem, and I am branded as a psycho. Okay, in Indian terms we call pagal or whatever, mad. Okay, and then we don't want to go because now we are labeled. Okay, other things I can locate, my hand, my leg, like this child, her wrist was a problem. I mean, she got injured, her wrist. But if she was being naughty, okay, and creating trouble, then it will be a matter of shame. She just fell down and injured her wrist. It was not a matter of shame. child can fall down. But if she's naughty and throwing things and all, then the parent has to control more. Okay, because that becomes a matter of shame, etc. Okay, that is where we don't go because we feel ashamed, we feel problematic. Okay, and now just what I have to intervene because she raised a very important point about suicide. Because all of you need to have a little bit of orientation. The other disease I didn't write was depression. People can die of depression. Okay. Depression is not, we often say I'm feeling depressed, but depression is a state where suppose my activity level is here, it is got depressed.
Yeah.
It is such a state where I don't have the strength to get up and have a glass of water. You don't even know that you are now depressed because now you are not even able to think. Okay? And suicide, I'll just do a demonstration right now. I'll give you a pin. Pierce yourself and bring out a little blood. Anyone? Volunteer?
No.
Any volunteer? No. Why? It's painful. So we are not ready to give that much pain to our body. Imagine this person ready to give that much pain to take away his or her own life. Then you can have empathy for that person, that this person is going through so much pain and they need immediate support. And if you, sister, if you find such people and others, I'm saying, who can give you very, vague statement like, I don't feel like anything, I want to run away, I want to go to the sea, means this person is thinking of something which is very dangerous. You have to intervene, you have to talk. Okay? Just tell that person, because you are all working with very high problematic population, that if you find any of this thought coming in yourself or others, just say, give me a phone call. The phone call means this person is saved. I'll give you an example. I used to give when I was doing counseling, I was doing with highly disturbed students. I said, just give a phone call before you think of doing anything. We had a contract that if you plan to do anything, just give a call. And this girl calls me at 2 o'clock in the night. She said, sir, you told me to call. And it's just that I happened to be awake in the night. I took the phone call. And she said, I asked, where are you? He said, I am in the toilet. Phone in hand, and the other hand has a blade. Okay? So, if I didn't take the phone call, the blade would have gone, slashed. Okay? So I said, just hold on, drop the blade in the commode, and flush. I want to hear the flush. I heard the flush, and then she started saying that, no, sir, I said, nothing now. You drink a little water, put water in your face, go to sleep, we'll talk tomorrow. So because I took the phone call, this girl had a tomorrow. If the phone call didn't happen, was not received, there might not have been a tomorrow. Okay? This is how critical it can get.
Can I share?
Yes, please.
So one time, my friend, while doing Google, he revealed to me his own story. Same thing like him. One person who had hanged and passed away already because he didn't pick up the phone. Very close of his supplier, he got some problems and he go to him, but he didn't realize his fault, or maybe he didn't pick up because of the night time and so on. He will die because of hanging. It had happened. The previous story in Pakistan. So since that time, I try my best to pick up the phone. Sometimes for others, it is like that. So I just share it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You want to say? Done.
Yeah, just I'm telling one the lighter mode story of how the psychologists they treat. There is a fight, always fight between the mother-in-law and the daughter-in-law, and then the daughter-in-law went to the psychologist or spiritual person, and she said that my mother-in-law is always fighting with me, and there is always God is there in the house. What I can do? He said, and in India we say tavis, small on the paper, verses of the Quran. They write, okay. He said, when the mother-in-law is abusing you, you just put this tavis firmly under your head. Whatever she says, and but you will not keep it loose. Okay? She came home, and now the mother-in-law, she was abusing, but she was also trying to respond, but there was something kept instructive, psychological instructive. No, you will not reply. How she can reply? Whatever. So, basically, when there is no response from the opponent, there was no fight. Sometimes psychologists they treat it this way.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the mostly we talk about the content that they are able to reach the spot and they have. I'm thinking that as I'm grown, I was born in the refugee camp. So since I was 14, and then so I'm thinking that how about the area that they can always like now after Donald Trump they had the president they cannot mandate and they add the refugee camp a lot. So there's many things related to those things. So how about the situation in the refugee camp? They that we cannot get those things. So if there's some area we cannot get the full content. So how about those people? How we do
As much as possible to reach. As much as possible. Of course, at 2 o'clock, I can't expect every day to be awake at 2 o'clock. To be as much as possible. The idea is, that is where the problem lies, that we are so much short of population, of mental health population. Social workers are not. Okay, economists, sociologists, everyone not, but psychologists are very few, mental health professionals very few, because of the taboo, because of the stigma.
Yeah. And can I continue?
Yeah.
And also, personally, I'm thinking that every school should have a counselor or a mental health support because I'm working. Sometimes in the past, I'm very different than listening for the student because almost school are for the refugee camp. They're listening, I'm also affected at the war myself. And then they're listening, they are problem, many family problem, relationship, and anything come with the teacher, what to talk with people, okay, listen to them. Sometimes it's really depressed and they're happy for me. However, you say it's really helpful that now we are working with well-being and then we focus with the mental health. Now, like I said, I know that how to keep boundary with them. After listening to their story, how can they not stay with that? So it's really helpful. And then the people who are working with them also they also need the support. Yeah, so we are working with those, and then in the beginning it was really hard for me to step back. But now it's helpful that I got those training, those kind of things, and then the people who are really talking regarding the psychosocial support. So, in the other hand, like a refugee situation, it's really difficult. We don't have the human resources, like I just said. Yeah.
So you can become a resource. We are planning a mental health course over here, mental health in peace building. Yeah.
Yeah, I think in counseling area, the most basic thing, if there is something, psychological first aid.
Yes.
As if we have first aid for our body, breathing, whatever, but then also is psychological first aid. I think this is PFA workers. Everyone can be PFA workers, whether you are educated or not. It's about, it depends on emotion and psychological things. I think at the COVID time, in Myanmar, it was like totally shut down, everywhere was shut down. So we tried to reduce lots of PFA workers, and which really works. And even in the time where we have like, it's not really but internet is right in IDPs, we try to extend our network about PFA workers. So like let's say we target that British, let's say refugee campers, even in the refugee camp there are like several wards, right? So we can just target wards and we can produce PFA workers. That can have like PO workers also. I think that would work. At least you know that because when you talk about mental health, people think, if people make jokes about that, which is really painful. Yeah, so I think and people prefer to speak well. Why are you not going to just charge? Why are you not going to just why are you not just going to actually it helps, but it is not that effective. Because it's related to bias. Let's say a religious leader raped someone. How can I go and open up to a religious place? So I think it's just, we just need more awareness. As Brother Sumit said, that we have very little human resource, limited human resource in
Absolutely.
mental health. So at least we can find for PFA workers, I think.
Absolutely. That is, so we can come back for programs over here because we do training of trainers programs. Okay, we do capacity building programs on mental health. Okay, we are doing it in India and I'm doing it abroad also. That's why I gave this flow chart about the family, individual and the family, because the other things, established programs are there. Okay, but regarding these two, very little interventions are happening. Okay, so think over it and just remember, you can be the virus, you can be the vaccine. Okay, in my sessions, I don't preach, I don't teach, it's just outreach. Just outreach, the choice is yours. I will not tell you what to think, I will tell you how to think. Okay, how to think. That choice is yours. You can be the virus. You can go on having a lifestyle which is, but at least you know what you're going to do. If you know, it's an informed consent with yourself. Okay, let's end on that note. Okay, and I think the time is over, right?
I have a question.
Yeah.
But, we talk about, I know this is out of the topic of our program, but, we talk about why don't we go to see scientific, why don't we meet with counselors, why don't we speak, but it's really expensive.
Yes. And for the student, only 1 hour for the student who need to learn, and then they ask a lot. So we don't have budget, and then we have to find, and then the student he already opened it and need to see some courses like that and need it. And then it will take more time because we don't have budget to find a free housing like prepare for him.
Then a little bit more.
I think that in this way, we all can think about PFA workers, and at the same time, the mental health area, people also need to think about how to minimize.
That means it is true that if I go to a doctor once, he'll give me medicine for 6 months. Right?
Yeah.
But he's also doing a lot of tests to me, which makes it expensive. But if I go to a counselor for 1 month, 4 sessions once a week, it becomes very expensive. Okay? But if we have more numbers, if people are coming in more numbers, we can bring down our charges. That is where we need
Due to more charges, it creates another mental pressure.
another mental pressure. Awareness can happen through these you can take up. Both awareness campaigns, okay? Awareness campaigns or activism through workshops, programs, and we can also have more things in.
Conference with the psychologist.
Absolutely.
But there are sometimes activists and academics is not really mindfulness about mental health because I'm the person who go to the psychologist and psychiatrist for 3 years. But the private trainers, someone who do that to me, doesn't really realize that.
That's why this has to be more substantial. That is
Yes,
where
that's from academics.
these are all interrelated.
Yes.
Okay, and as a policy, so that we have
Yeah.
okay.
That is why it
Artificial
is.
intelligence, some intervention.
Activism, academics, that is one area. Okay, just as I gave the areas in the first one. Yes, someone was saying.
No. I'm just saying that now we are here that we give workshop to the student, not just only student, the teacher who are really working for the student. We also give them those kind of awareness, and then because of they have to communicate with the student and their side also how to handle their strength and then how to deal with those. They will have any other that we give the workshop, and also if the other hand we create for that space that we do like art or music, we create for that space. We do those things, yeah. And also we keep the mentor and this PS we call for the officer, for the teacher. And now we have we have this person only 2 months. Yeah, we just start 2 months ago, and then they have to work with the student and their teachers. We really work closely with the students.
Absolutely. These are all interrelated. This is very important because this will bring in money. If you have policy level intervention, UN, etc., or the other bodies can give money, that can be spread in these parts. Yeah.
Can we make it A, B, and C?
Okay.
A means awareness, B means behavior change, and C means self-confidence building. Confidence
Absolutely. Yeah. We can do that. We can in all of these areas. Absolutely.
But also, I wanted to, because this is interesting and it's related to me about family. Sometimes the family is the biggest one for someone to be like have depressions. It's easy, but not all the human or other people feel that, oh, I get the depressions. Because my psychologist said that if you talk too fast, that means in your children's, in your children's past, your parents never give you space to talk, something like that. It's related. Or maybe if we always like, oh, what other people opinion for us, or what other people think, it's also something like that. Because your parents maybe like have the traditional parenting systems, something like that. That's why I realized from my now psychologist that it's really like long, long treatment from April until nowadays. From once a week I should meet her until only 6 months I will meet her again. Something like that. And it's really not cheap, it's expensive for one session.
Yeah, I understand. It's expensive. Definitely it's expensive.
I want to say one quick other thing, It's interesting because, thank you. It actually reminds me of also one other thing that might be sort of a barrier to accessing psychological service, so like psychosocial counseling, which is the culture and the tradition of the society. I think in some societies, for example, I came from Somalia, I've never seen one single counselor, like even one. And it's sort of like a taboo thing to even go to someone to talk. People will be like, how do you deal with it? something happens to you and you're having an emotional or very stressed, I think the idea is as a concept of going to a counselor is something that's brought up onto the list, or sometimes considered as a weakness or something.
Yeah, it's like a sign of weakness.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sign of weakness. I mean,
Yeah.
as if I am the psycho, I am the mad. Yeah.
Exactly. So I think that's also.
The society never normally fails. It's like if you go to college, if you go to theater, that's like you crazy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
We have music, we have soul.
Yeah.
The soul also music.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I think that's why awareness raising and very very on the community level. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
What time is it?
Actually, 10 minutes past, I think.
So I think we had a very enriching discussion because that's what happens. I also learned a lot from you. So this is where I think it's a good note to end. But with the promise that at least you have some awareness and get into activism mode. One activism can be we can reconvene here for mental health in peace building workshops. We do. By the way, the diseases we are talking about, the root cause, the common root cause of all these diseases is stress. Okay? And we have 3 years stress management programs in where I was doing it. So at least if we can come for a week, we can come here. It will be totally, you see how I do the workshops, there is no PowerPoint, nothing. It will be totally activity based, okay, discussion based. It will be through fun, okay, and totally experiential. I call it the deepest session. It's dynamic, engaging, experiential, participatory, enriching, stimulating, and transformational. Okay, we'll do that and hope to see you again. Thank you so much. Okay, so
Yes.
yeah, so okay, now I continue. It is no more the mental health session now. It is about the 2 days program that we had. We want your feedback. Remember, we did the ABCDE on the first day.
Yes.
How much of it was fulfilling for you? If you can just reflect. Get out of the mental health mode. We are no more psychos. Okay, we are no more.
That's one thing.
Yeah.
Whatever we discuss in this just next session, please do not make fun anything about it, and we leave it here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we just keep it within these 4 walls. Okay. Yes. It's my.
In the past day, we what areas, beliefs, and challenges. What areas we will explore, and what beliefs we have, and what challenges we might face, and desire. What is our desire? Expectations. Your expectation from us after the what benefits according to my understanding. And I believe all the things that covered, because in areas we find out that what we really done from here, and I think everything was like we started our session with themes like religion, especially the Islam, and in the followed by the session we explored our beliefs also, We listen so many speakers from different religious backgrounds, and also we explore some challenges for the challenges youth are actually facing, working for the communities, working for the nation. For the like I can remember the youth session, we explained the results of the Myanmar youth, and also the challenges and expectations. Our speakers clearly brief that from the morning session, our speakers explain that how we can, what we can do as a youth or community society. And she also shared our life experience when she was youth. She didn't have much access to information, internet, and even we started using mobile phones at the age of 35. And we can compare with our older generation, and we can understand our privileges and our strength also. And using that privileges and strength, we can do something better for our even family, community, society, for our nation, for our region, even eventually for the mankind. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Anyone else?
Anyone else who want to give feedback or sharing anything about the program? We had an ABCD section before. You can compare with it. Okay.
Yes.
Sorry that this morning I was absent because of the baby and I went to wish for she is okay. But as I said, I really, the topic of the mortuary really touched my heart. So if as a topic and then I can see welcome on and every session that was here, we are talking about so much about action that to practice in the real. Everyone I can see, we just do it a different sessions and we just share the session. But in reality, as a country, that the community is talking about so much in our individual level and also in the action that we're going to practice in the daily life in our work. Because this one, we talk about so much action and that how much it is important. I can see every sharing session and each one a community as a topic.
Thank you.
Anyone else?
Is there anyone else? Hello?
Hi.
So you still are awake. Is there anyone who wants to share or give feedback? But we will also send you a link for evaluation. Or if you want to share something now, also you're welcome. Yeah? Oh.
Thank you, sir. So your session was very much interactive and always. Even yesterday, we enjoyed a lot, like ABCDE more. So it was a bit new to me. So it led me to study again, to study about this. So learn some new things and enjoyed a lot. It was really interactive. It's not, it was two-way communication. It's not one way. Like we're delivering lecture, we are getting actually, it's not like this. Really engagements. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, brothers and sisters.
Let's take it. Heart or brain?
Okay. So I guess some of you may need to wear makeup, change clothes for the cultural life, right? Yeah. You can prepare, you want to prepare for the cultural night also. Okay, then let's call it today. But please do not remember, please do not forget that tomorrow morning, whatever we do tonight at cultural night.